can and can't do and what's true.
Okay. So I was going to ask, and we're coming to a close on the interview, which just because we're running out of time. Where can people get a copy of your book, Preston?
Well, wherever better books are sold, as I like to say, which means that so many books are sold online nowadays, and so I'm sure it's still available at Amazon and places like that, and there are, thank God, a few brick and mortar stores still in existence, and the movie bookstores in Hollywood, the Larry Edmunds bookstore, they all have copies of the book. If you're in Hollywood, you certainly should go to the store anyway, because they have so many other wonderful books, including my book on Night of the Hunter.
Well, Preston Neal Jones, I have to say goodbye to you on the interview, and thank you for being on this inaugural podcast. The podcast is TREKPOD. We go out on the United Federation of Podcasts network, and you're our very first guest on this very first Star Trek the Motion Picture centered podcast.
Well, it's been an honor. It's been an honor for me and a pleasure, and thank you for letting me relive so many happy memories.
You're very welcome. And I hope to get to meet you in person on one of my visits to Los Angeles.
That too will be my pleasure.
Yeah. Well, I think it goes without saying that talking to Preston Neal Jones about his book, Return to Tomorrow, and all the wonderful Star Trek information it contains. You can get copies of the book if you can go on Amazon.com. You can find it there. Most likely the best place to find it is on CreatureFeatures.com. Creature Features are actually the publishers of the book. And you can find it there for $29.95. And obviously there'll be postage and handling to add to that should you order a copy. But do order a copy, because it really is an amazing book to read, especially if you want to find out everything you needed to know about Star Trek, the motion picture. I'm Tony Robinson. You've been listening to TREKPOD, and for the rest of 2019, we will be celebrating the 40th anniversary of Star Trek, the motion picture, and we will be talking to a lot of people who've been directly connected with the movie, and we're hoping they'll bring you exciting, in-depth, behind-the-scenes looks at the movie and bring you information you've never yet heard before. TREKPOD comes from the United Federation of Podcasts, and on our network we have really great podcasts covering Star Trek, film, and the military. So do look up our network. You'll find us at www.ufp.earth. And you'll find some really great top quality podcasts there. You can download all our podcasts from iTunes and Spreaker and SoundCloud and YouTube. You can even support our network if you feel so inclined. You can do this at Patreon. Just go to patreon.com/UFP Earth and you'll find all the details there. We'd really welcome your support. I'd like to give a shout out to our executive producers, without whom this network would be somewhere else, I think. And they are Zachary Moore, Brandon-Shea Mutala, and Ken Tripp. And believe me, they work tirelessly in the background to make everything possible here on the network. I'm Tony Robinson, your host. I look forward to bringing you another edition of TREKPOD quite soon. But until then, all I can say is live long and prosper.
Viewer off. Viewer off.
This has been a production of MTMR Media Works.